Hello.
What's up?
Go.
Hello, hello.
Let's see. Got Jamie. How you doing, Jamie?
Hey, Jamie.
Corey.
Hey, Corey.
What's up?
Daniel Sean.
Hey, Daniel.
Jay the Stingray.
Hello.
Right.
So the shout out was also for a different reason this time, Jess. I went shopping today with my nieces and they left something in my bag. So I'm going Jess Graham style tonight with this bag.
Yeah.
So I could take it back to him, but
No. It has been spoken now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I coughed on it, so yeah. Vid concerns.
You're doing it out of concern
Exactly.
from the heart. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I imagine all y'all have seen this, right?
I have, yeah.
Jay, you've never seen this?
I have not.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I actually have. Twice.
I liked it a lot when I was a kid. It's definitely silly. And it's not a Friday 13th spoof either.
No.
No.
I was disappointed about that when I was a kid. I haven't seen this movie in a couple decades, but I know I've watched it, rented it at least twice from the video store when I was a kid.
Well,
So
it came out in 81. So I
Yeah.
think just that success of Friday the 13th was
Yeah.
right after. I mean, which changed the name, obviously.
Adventure video from Jamie. She went hiking.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I rewatched this a couple of months ago, and you know the the sister.
Mhm.
Well, I had to go back and make sure she was like of age because she definitely doesn't look of age, and you feel like you're breaking some walls watching that. You know what I'm talking about, right, Dan?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
I'm sure as we watch this, the PG ratings a little bit deceptive.
yes. Yeah. Well, when did PG-13 become a thing?
Dreamscape, the Dennis Quaid film, I believe.
What year
I
was
believe was the first 83, I
that?
believe.
So there wasn't a PG-13 yet because this came out in 81, right?
And it might have gotten that later. It was a little confusing because I mean Gremlins kind of did it. Maybe Dreamscape was 84. I'm not sure. But there was a lot of issues with Gremlins and then Temple of Doom with the heart. being
I was going to
torn
bring
out.
up Temple of Doom. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of upset parents. But for some reason, I thought it was Dreamscape. I'm not 100% sure.
Look at Doc Hollywood, which came even years after, or wasn't that after PG-13? It still got a PG rating.
Yeah.
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 Boobies.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to like hype this as a sleaze fest or anything, but there's, I don't know, I have some bits about it.
All right.
Jamie's watched this 100 times. Her brothers loved it.
Nice.
It's been a while, but I remember a lot about it, I think.
Dreamscape was 84, Jamie thinks.
Okay, yeah, that was, I'm 90% sure that was the first one to have an official PG-13 rating.
And I'll go ahead and post the link. It's on YouTube if anybody wants to watch along, or it's on Shudder as well. You have Shudder?
Yep.
The better version. I have the Scream Factory Blu-ray, but I don't have a Blu-ray player in here, so.
There's a Blu-ray of this. Wait, did I?
Heck
Yep.
yeah, there is.
Scream Factory, surprise. No Saturday the 14th Strikes Back, though, yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be. Scream
They have a
Factory.
DVD of that at least. Strikes
I
I think
Back.
it's out of no.
No,
Do they?
They don't even have a DVD then.
Wow.
I don't believe so. That one, for whatever reason, it's 88, so
Yeah.
should be the era that they could get a Blu-ray at some point. But
It's on YouTube as well.
yeah,
I think I still have the VHS.
I mean, it's not a great film by any means either, but
it's not. No,
I
but
Patty
haven't seen
McCormick.
that one.
mhm.
Yeah.
They waited an unusually long time to get that made.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can. This movie ain't very long at all.
Hmm.
It's like an hour and 16 minutes. If y'all are ready, y'all got it all pulled up.
I'm ready.
Yeah, ready to go.
Uh, 1, 2, 3, play. Is that good for everybody?
Yep.
Sounds good.
1, 2, 3, play. Start the house, Jeff.
Yeah. Cool little animated opening.
Oh, New World. Okay.
Yeah.
I actually rode an elevator with Jeffrey Tambor in Vegas
Oh, man.
once.
Oh man, he's great. Very funny dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe he's on the canceled list, and I don't even remember what he did.
I don't either. That was like real early on, like right when it started. They were canceling everybody for like nothing.
Yeah. I want to say it was an anger issue thing with him. I don't know if there was anything sexual. Like, I could be not remembering right, but yeah.
Yeah, he was on that one show where he played a I forget the correct term to even use. Transgendered person. Is that correct?
Mhm. Yeah.
I
He
don't even
was
know what's right anymore.
he was raking in the awards for a while. Howard Cohen was regular for Corman. He did Deathstalker 2 and Space Raiders and string of fun little movies.
Yeah, if I had known this was Roger Corman, I would have watched it way earlier.
That's not creepy at all. I feel they might have tweaked that dialogue a little bit now.
Who is that guy? Dracula guy.
Jeffrey Tambor.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was on Arrested Development. That's probably where a lot of people know him from.
Jeff, we can't hear you, bud.
I actually thought that was the movie at first.
Okay, me too, man. I was going crazy for a minute there.
I was like, Shudder's dropping the ball.
Hear me now.
Yes.
Yeah,
There you
now
go.
you're good. There you go.
Got steak sauce.
What up, steak?
So
Richard Benjamin and Paula Prentice, they're a real couple in Hollywood that I think have stayed together.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yep, since 1961. So
Paula Prentice. This don't ask me how I know this, but the original "Where the Boys Are." I think it was sort of a chick flick back in the '60s or something.
it was The Nun. I'll think of it. She was a chiller. She was the Elvis girl, not Paula herself, but I'll think of her name. I'm spacing on it right now. She left Hollywood to become a nun. It was Dolores Hart. There you go.
Yes, she was in that. Oh,
Yeah.
Dan. Nice.
Now, Jay, how old does this girl look?
I'm afraid to say, man. I would maybe go 14.
Oh, just wait.
Oh God. Oh.
It was usually the case back then that they were much older than they were playing,
Yeah.
unless it was,
They definitely didn't care back then. I was watching Black Roses not too long ago, and
mhm.
the dad trying to bang the high school girls. I'm like, that's okay.
Have you already done a Black Roses commentary?
I'm not. I want to.
Cool.
I had the original poster for that at one point. I think I might have given it away, but
It might be my favorite of the rock horror movies. It's definitely my
Yeah.
favorite soundtrack for sure.
yeah, Rock and Roll Nightmare with Thor and
That's a good one
yeah.
too.
yeah.
Hard Rock Zombie.
That may be my favorite.
I
I
guess
have the
Slumber
vinyl
Party.
of Hard Rock Zombies.
I guess Slumber Party Massacre 2 counts too.
And there's so many of those. There's probably at least 200.
Yeah, and they're all like hard to find. None of them's been to Blu-ray.
There's a book on heavy metal horror films.
Oh, really?
Yep. October Blood Man.
Mm,
It's not as good as the title.
it's better than Hack-O-Lantern.
That is true. Yeah, some curtains. Get rid of all them cobwebs.
There was another film. Actually, it might have come out the year before, called Wacko, that kind of pushed the envelope too. Or no, actually, it was a year later, 82, I believe. That Vinegar Syndrome put out on Blu-ray. It's the Graydon Clark movie, and that one, you look at the PG rating, very, very odd. George Kennedy's trying to bang his daughter in that one, and
Oh wow.
I don't know. It's a strange theme.
So
Martin
Daily,
Landau turned it down for that reason. He thought it was creepy in the script and told Graydon Clark no.
so Ghost, we are at 9:55, 56.
7, 8, 9, 10 minutes.
My favorite hill is Suck. I love it. I've never heard of that one.
Oh, so yeah, it's a vampire. Yeah, I know
Yeah.
what you mean. That one is on Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's been a long time since I watched that one. The Book of Evil.
That kid looks familiar too, but is he ever anything else?
Usually the Corman stuff, it's a lot of I don't know him offhand, but they use a lot of same. I mean, I couldn't count how many David Carradine Corman appearances he's had.
David.
He wasn't in much else other than this.
Mind if I smoke, Jake? They can't all be winners.
Oh.
He didn't do a whole lot, but some of that stuff's pretty cool. He was in The Octagon, Incredible Shrinking Woman.
Oh, Octagon! I love the Octagon.
I love The Incredible Shrinking Woman with Lily Tomlin.
Mm-hmm. The remake. I guess that's a remake.
Jamie's excited for your show tomorrow night, Jess.
I'm
So
excited
am
to
I.
have you on, all y'all that are coming.
I do remember the owls recurring gag in this.
Yeah, the bats.
It was an owl.
Nice Jaws 2 poster back there.
I miss that.
Ain't this like the biggest trope in these movies? When there's a monster in the room, it's always like behind the dad. Like the Monster Squad and
I don't believe that was Jaws 2, actually, Jess. I have to get a better look at it. I know that poster, but
was it?
I looked
Yeah, it
down
was.
when was
It
it Jaws 2?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It wasn't the main one with the chick skin.
I figured Corman would do some cheap self promotion. Have like a Humanoids from the Deep or something.
Uh-oh.
Believe Richard Johnson just had a 90th birthday not too long ago, so still,
Kicking.
yeah.
I miss men in monster suit movies. All this damn CGI.
Oh yeah.
Well, this one's pushing it, but if
You
they
wouldn't
can
have
make
the
it somewhat
same.
believable.
Yeah, I was gonna say you wouldn't have the same feeling if you were dancing around with the CG creature, though. They actually there's a film I'm going to be reviewing next week that has the worst fake man in a bear suit I've ever seen. Castle of the Creeping Flesh.
Oh. Second.
Should do some sloppy eggs. That retro Fruit Loops box right there.
Yeah. I was disappointed I didn't find any Count Chocula today.
I haven't seen any either.
Yeah, not should be any time now.
Yeah. Won't be much longer, so the spirits will start opening up.
Yeah, I know Piz said his was opening this week or well next week, I guess.
Bailey.
It's a hell of a sex toy.
Yeah. Just scream. Favorite Corman flicks?
Mr. Bubble.
I'm a big Forbidden World guy. I love that movie, the uncut version especially.
All right, here comes Jay. Yeah. He's got so many. I like Humanoids from Deep a lot.
Oh yeah, Humanoids is a classic. I'm also a big Deathstalker guy. I liked a lot of the sword and sorcery Conan ripoffs that Corman did. Because everybody bathes in their underwear.
This is my favorite monster in this whole movie too. Coming up.
Oh, well, she did take him off, I guess.
This was the moment. I said, I better Google this. This can't be legal.
I admire that they didn't bother making that look like a fin at all. Just take a cheap plastic plate and that'll do. Some of the implications here really push that PG.
Yeah.
Speaking of humanoids, though. This is where they got Shape of Water from, wasn't Creature?
Yeah. Oh, real talk, real talk.
Yes, sir. Hawaiian Punch, real talk.
Here we go.
And to answer your question, Dan, I'm a big fan of the original Little Shop of Horrors more than I am the musical.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I mean, if we're going what Corman directed himself, I'm a huge fan of the Poe films with Vincent Price.
Those were great too. So yeah.
Those are always a Halloween watch for me.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends if what he produced or what he directed.
Yeah. Frankenstein Unbound was his last hurrah.
Because
Which is a pretty unique movie.
I love Piranhas almost more than Jaws.
Mhm.
Almost. Yeah, that's not high C, Jess. Come on. The program.
Damn you, Corey. Damn you. I almost slipped it by.
Expect high C tomorrow night.
The night is not over yet, Jake.
Fish is trying to molest this woman.
It's a pretty graphic squibs there too for a PG movie.
There's a beheading in this movie too.
Yeah. Cop's lucky this isn't Humanoids from the Deep.
She's lucky this isn't Humanoids from the Deep. She'll be getting impregnated. Put her back in the bathtub. She's passed out.
Sure that kid had fun shooting that.
Look, see what special features are on this. I doubt there's.
I think there's just a brief Julie Corman interview, but gives a little background.
Fell asleep in the bathtub with my towel on. How's your wine punch, Jess?
Delicious.
Delicious.
Here's your Hawaiian punch.
A lot of product placement in here. Got some Mr. Bubbles.
Dun dun dun.
Transylvania Twist was the other Corman, another Corman parody flick that came down the line.
Never heard of that one.
Yeah, I used to rent that one quite a bit.
Well, what's it a spoof of? Dracula or something?
Yeah, various things. It was a Jim Wynorski film who did some of my favorite Corman stuff.
What was it called? Transylvania?
Transylvania Twist. Robert Vaughn was in it. Angus Scrimm was in it. Monique Gabriel was also in it.
Is this on Blu-ray or anything?
God, did that come out on Blu-ray finally? Let me see if I have it. I can pull up my thing. No, I don't believe it was. Did I?
I guess DVD.
Yeah, I have it on. I think I have it on DVD still. So no, not in the U.S. I can tell you, never a U.S. Blu-ray, but
It's not a cheap one.
yeah, the DVD's long out of print, but
$50 on Amazon.
yeah.
Surely it's on YouTube then.
Yeah, I want to say that was
Yeah.
the last parody movie they did for horror movies. That was like 89, I think. 88, 89.
Daily Ghost said Scream put it out.
Transylvania Twist? Did I don't think so.
I can't find nothing.
Yeah, no, not Transylvania Twist. In fact, I can see my DVD, but I would have upgraded it.
But if they still got yeah. Okay. I don't know. I think thought he's talking about this.
Oh, yeah. This is
Yeah.
they put this out.
But I mean, if they still got the Corman library, I don't know why they couldn't release it.
It might be getting into the finished on video era. It's a little more
Harder to do.
yeah. Well, it's 89, so I don't know. It could still be coming. Wynorski's a popular director, so
These bats are eating her up. Yeah. So, yeah. Hashtag stoned. What are you eating now, Jess? Jesus.
Velveeta? You're just eating it.
Macaroni and cheese?
Oh, mac and cheese. Okay. I
The
thought you were
shells
just
and
eating.
cheese, yeah, mac and cheese, basically.
Well, it's food. I mean, it qualifies. That's progress.
My kid eats them all the time, Jess.
They're delicious. I also get the Kraft macaroni and cheese ones too. They're good.
One of them put out like a jalapeno mac and cheese that was really good, and I don't see it in the store anymore.
Cheetos has flaming hot mac and cheese.
I have seen. I've never tried that, but yeah, there was a jalapeno that was amazing.
Elm Street.
Van Helsing was funny in this.
This motherfucker has mac and cheese now.
Yes. That motherfucker would be me. We're supposed to be commentating, but I keep getting sucked into the
It's macaroni.
cheesy fun than the movie.
I don't think I'd let him stay with kids.
No. What's for dinner? Ain't no roast in there. Covered up.
Definitely not getting a PG with the decapitation. No.
The head there on the table. Yeah.
Just gonna say, and you get a long, good look at it too.
Yeah. I didn't know this was Corbin had anything to do with this.
The early '80s were a pretty productive time for him.
Yeah, it's hard to believe he's still alive too.
It's still working.
Yeah, he's like 90 something.
Yeah, I think 94, 95, something like that.
Isn't he in Scream 3?
Hmm.
Yes, yes. I was happy to finally see him get um, recognized at the Oscars.
What do you get at the Oscars? Like a lifetime achievement or something?
Trying to look up the year of that. Yeah, I think it was like an honorary Oscar. Yeah, lifetime achievement 2010. It was talked about for the longest time, and I always thought it was bullshit because so many legends got their start with Corman.
Yeah.
It all just comes down to politics and patting each other on the back.
No. Well, if you look at half the movies that are nominated for Oscars, I could care less. Some artsy fartsy stuff.
You know, every so many years they get one right, but
Oh, evil.
after all, I am the man of the house here.
Having a party. Muted.
I know what that sound is.
Yeah, boy.
Might have been interesting seeing this as an R-rated film. Some dick touches Jeffrey Tambor's face in a glory hole and might have killed his career.
I'd say it's definitely getting a PG-13 today.
It's funny how Tamor looked more or less the same at this point.
Yeah. Some great effects right there.
Hey, it worked.
It does. I know it's funny. It still doesn't look as bad as like something from 99, 2000. The first CGI.
I agree.
I have a Michael Berryman cameo coming up.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in this. Or wait, was he? I don't remember Berryman in this.
He's in costume.
Okay.
He's the mummy. Playing cards at the table.
No one's going for the high C, Jess.
Fools.
Purple stuff.
I was just thinking of that too, Jay.
This wasn't what I was expecting out of Don't Breathe 2, but it's cool.
Was that any good?
Actually, yeah, it was pretty badass. I liked it a lot.
You see it? I already seen an article. It was on Facebook News or something. It was like, "Don't Breathe 2 wants you to support a rapist."
I was a little more complicated than that, though, if you go back and watch that first movie, but
Yeah.
nothing that happens in 2 doesn't make sense. I'll put it that way.
Is it the same concept?
No. This is more, I mean, it's very suspenseful. In fact, there's one particular shot, I'll just say wheelchair. Jay knows what I'm talking about. That was pretty creepy, the way they lit it and everything. But no, a little more Death Wish than,
Okay.
yeah. I was very impressed with it.
You guys think his chainsaw is going to be any good?
Oh,
Uh,
if
I'm-
everything that I heard and read is what they're gonna do now.
I have zero expectations for it, which I think will help. I mean, that's kind of how I'm going into the next Halloween. You know, I'm just,
Right.
my expectations are pretty low, so
Mhm.
there's a decent shot that it's going to meet it. So
I'm hyped for Halloween, but
yeah, I'll be more excited once it comes. I'm just not expecting my mind to be blown, I guess. I think it'll be a fun body count movie at the very least.
I'll rent it.
it'll be the first one I go back to the theaters for.
If that doesn't get bumped, which is going to drive people mad, but
I don't think
I don't
it's
think we'll
real.
bump it.
I think Suicide Squad is a perfect, or not Suicide Squad. Black Widow
no, yeah.
is a perfect example of don't keep putting a movie off.
Yeah, just put it out now and hope for the best.
Yeah.
I'm hoping Don't Breathe 2 does solid numbers.
Yeah, but it's like hard to say what's good right now. Because COVID.
Yeah. Well, that one wasn't same day or anything, so hopefully people went out to the theater. And I will say, for anybody who hasn't seen it yet, there is an after credit scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie said she liked it a lot as well.
Oh, yep. Yeah. I like the first one a lot, so
I think she was recommending it to me while we were chatting in the chat last night on Jay's Friday the 13th gaming stream.
Well, there's some old school Count Chocula.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to get a hold of some of the original boxes like that.
I just want my damn Ecto Cooler back.
Well, hey, maybe when Ghostbuster comes out, they'll do it.
They would have already released it by now.
When does that movie come out? September? October?
November, I think.
November, yeah. November, I think that first weekend.
Is anyone else tired of that one kid from Stranger Things being in it and everything?
It's not really a
No.
kid anymore.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
He's
he
got
did
some
all
crazy
right in
name.
It,
Like,
right?
yeah,
Is it
yeah.
Finn Wolfhard or something?
That sounds
Yeah.
about right. Yeah.
I have. I want to grab something.
He's my favorite part of Chapter 1.
And I like Stranger Things. I think it's now been too long.
No. Well,
I mean, I'm gonna
yes,
watch
but
it.
no, I don't watch it.
It's gonna be like Stranger Things, the college years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I mean, but none of them's really blown up besides him and Millie Bobby.
It depends what blown up means. It kind of depends how you age too. I mean, but I don't know how well this will focus. But that's me meeting all them around.
Oh man, that's cool.
Nice.
Season that was after season 1, but you can see the difference now. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
they had a hell of a growth spurt.
Well, it's also been like 3 years since the last season.
Yeah,
Yeah. It comes out when? October? It comes out soon.
I didn't think it came out this year.
well, it was supposed to be out
Oh,
last
man.
year, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the hell's going on now.
I mean, with anything else, I wouldn't be quite as like, not sure. But kids, you've got a certain amount of time to capture the age group you're going for, that essence.
Well,
Yeah.
they want to do one more season after this too, don't they?
Well, the original plan was 5, the creators, yeah.
They're getting to the point where I think they do need to end it. It's not. I like it a lot. It's not a perfect show though. Nostalgia kind of factors into it quite a bit. Yeah, I don't see it being like a 7 season. Let's just keep churning it out kind of deal for them.
No, Jake said that he's right. It was like 5 seasons. The creators said they were done.
They say that, but
I know.
money,
I mean, money does talk. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supernatural was initially supposed to be 5 seasons, and they got 15.
Wow.
Yeah, that it was all supposed to end with the devil stuff, and then they just kept going.
Yeah, we'll see with Stranger Things, though. I think it'll have to earn my love back. I really did enjoy the first 3 seasons, though.
I'm seeing them ending the show and doing the Walking Dead thing where they move on to movies, potentially.
Oh, wow.
There's another show I'm about sick of, or been sick of.
Mm-hmm.
I could give a rat's ass about its spin-offs.
I
like
watched
Fear the
couple-
Walking Dead better, actually, now.
I have cousins and my friends say that it's gotten really good, but I quit in the 2nd season of The Walking Dead.
It's almost an entirely new cast now. So
Yeah, I've been told that too.
yeah.
Well, I didn't care any about the original cast, honestly. That much. Their characters, that was a big problem.
Yeah, that was an issue
Oh,
for
really?
them.
Oh man, I like Glenn.
No,
Is he the drug addict?
Fear the Walking Dead he's talking about, Jay.
Oh, Fear. Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, there's tons of characters on Walking Dead I loved.
I think Fear got better in season 2.
That's where I stopped watching, like in the middle of it.
It's almost like a Western, a good chunk of it now. They've done a lot in, Texas, Mexico, and I don't know, the settings different enough that, Walking Dead has just been through the motions now so many times.
I think that's also turned me off to where I don't think I'll ever go back to Fear, even if everybody says it's good. I'm just done with Walking Dead. I made it this far.
Zombied out.
I'll watch the final season. Yeah. And I'm good.
Unless somebody can bring something new to zombies.
Yeah.
It's just been overdone.
It has its surges, I think. And we've definitely really stretched this last one out.
Yeah, I gave up on The Walking Dead after the 2nd full season with Negan.
I gave up on at the end of the 1st.
Really?
Man, they're trolling the fucking audience, and that pisses me off. when they fake Glenn's death. Well, should I say spoil? I mean, for people who haven't seen The Walking Dead,
It's been long enough.
I mean,
I don't think
only
that
to
even
kill him
goes
off
in.
like 5 episodes later or something like that.
I think that whole thing hurt them with some audience because I mean I will say that episode was fucking brutal. I mean that was like maybe we can't even get an R rating kind of gore. I mean the eyeball popping out and everything. And I think it was a little too much for some people. I know some that dropped off right after that.
I like
I love
that.
the emotion of it, part of it. Yeah, it brings out emotion in you.
Oh, I did too. Some of his dialogue to them at that point.
But now you
And-
stretched it on. There's nobody I love left darn near. There's like 1 or 2 people that I really care about. Sorry, Jake.
There's Daryl. All the women love him. Doesn't look like he's bathed in the whole time.
They need to just go ahead and let Daryl and Carol fuck. That's what I think
I
everybody
hate her
wants.
too.
Yeah, she's pissed me off so many times. But
Well,
you're right, Dan, too. I thought they would have done it years ago.
apparently, one of the spinoffs is going to be those two in the show. So even though Walking Dead's ending, it's not really ending.
It's ended. It's done. I'm over.
I'd hate The Walking Dead though. Really,
I don't hate it. I'm just done with it. I think they took it too
I
long.
hate it.
And
They
they're
ruined
watering.
conventions.
They did ruin conventions. I will say when that blew up, my enthusiasm for them slowly lowered. It just felt like there was nothing left to do but wait in lines. It wasn't, I don't know. I wasn't meeting people like I used to at conventions and hey, it's cool. I met a lot of those guys, but I don't know. I got to the point where that 3-4 hour wait to talk to somebody for like 20 seconds just wasn't worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, there was nobody on the show, anyways, that I cared that much about. Before that show came out, you could go get Norman. Don't even wait in the line. Meet Norman Reedus.
I can't remember the actress's name offhand, but this was one of the douchiest things I've ever seen at a convention since '94. I mean, so I really saw the convention scene evolve quite a bit. But the actress that played Tara had a sign at her table that basically, like, to talk to her, there was a fee. So it was to keep, I guess, anybody from coming up to her table. If you Google it, let's see.
See, and them Walking Dead people are the one who started the charging for a picture.
Yeah. I mean, I know they don't like you to come up to tables sometimes and just chat, but man, that was the douchiest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you're gonna at least buy something, if you want to talk to them,
I don't know if I'll talk to a friend if did snap a photo of that. I think word got out and she might have pulled that the next day. Something about that or shaking hands. It was a very, like, nobody's ever done it before.
it was. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It was that. It was the girl. I can't stand her anyway on the show.
No, she wasn't ever a particularly compelling character.
She was from the later.
But yeah, I don't know.
What was her name?
Tara was the character name.
See if I can. Okay.
The hide and seek game's pretty funny.
Yeah. Somewhere in the house with a boy hidden.
And you get to keep the boy.
And you get to keep the boy. No.
I think one of the other things for me was just the insane double charge for the table photo. And I started to notice some celebrities wouldn't do table photos anymore. Like you had to buy
The photo.
the professional photo op, which I've done before, but I don't know. It gets to a point where meeting anybody's like $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
I honestly think most people for 40, 30 is ridiculous.
It is, but that's everybody now. Like when I first started going, everybody was $20.
Yeah. No,
That should be max, in my opinion. Most people should be 10 for a photo or taking a photo with you.
Well, it used to be free.
Yeah, that's what I
Photo.
mean.
Yeah, you go way back. They were paid to be there. I mean, most of my time it was always like a charge, but like, man, it's more than quadrupled at this point. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And I mean, I respect it. A lot of them, that's where they make their bread and butter, and they have brought us joy. And then they didn't really make a bunch of money working.
Yeah, no, that is true. I mean, there's like some Bill Mosleys out there. I mean, that is the bulk of their income. Even, I mean, shit, you think even bigger shows like the Buffy guys. I know Charisma Carpenter said that conventions are the majority of our income now. Still works once in a while, but you know.
Now, if you had a series and you were wise with your money, though, that lasted a long time.
Yeah.
I don't have as much sympathy for you to upcharge me. It's somebody who's like appeared in a couple of really classic, they've made memorable moments in a couple classic horror films or something, but they never really got to have a career.
Yeah. No, I've met a lot of people. I never pulled the trigger on Tony Moran, which I'm kind of sorry, Tony, if you're in the chat, but as he's been known to do, but he was like 60 or
what?
Yeah, the last time I saw him, he was like 60, and I don't know that included a table photo.
Well, the Scarefest, the convention close to me, that's in October, they canceled him after that video came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be there, and they canceled him.
I don't have any issues with him still making a living. I mean, I'm not a big cancel kind of guy.
I mean, if you're
I wouldn't
meet
him. Yeah, I wouldn't meet a guy that obviously has, contempt for fans, but if they want to sell tickets, book a panel with him and Tyler Mane.
There you go. I don't even go to them to meet people anymore. I just go for the vendors.
Yeah, I pretty much every T-shirt I own has come from a convention, so there's that.
Yeah, for me, it'd be more about the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, honestly, you got to pick and choose. Either you want to meet people because you're going to stand in lines all day, or you want to go look around at stuff. And if you meet people, you're going to be spending, if you want a picture too, $80 at least a pop on everybody.
No, it's conventions shouldn't end up being what you would pay to go to Europe. I mean, At a certain point, it just gets a little ridiculous.
It is
Plus,
like-
I've met everybody pretty much.
I can't think of anybody I'd want to pay that much money just to have 20 seconds with. Just to meet him or get a photo. I don't know.
I never met Christopher Lee, and I'll be honest, I probably would have just paid it. And I would have I would have gotten some rare poster signed. So in my head, it's like, well, retire one day. I'll have a poster I can hawk for a chunk of money, but there's not a lot of new people at this point, and I am a fan of actors, newer actors. Michael Eklund is one of my favorites, but I don't think I'd want to be paying him $60 for a signature. At the same time, I think I'm just over that.
Yeah. Robert England's going to be a whorehound. And I really want to get him because, he's not getting any younger, but it's $100.
Jeez, dude.
Do you have like a piece of rare memorabilia in particular that, some people will get 2 things signed, and if they're able, they'll sell it and basically pay.
Well, they're having like a part 4 kind of reunion, and I was going to get a part 4 poster and get it signed because that's like if I do get stuff signed, that's what I want. I want like movie posters kind of signed by the cast.
Yeah.
But you're looking at probably $500 for that. Have everybody sign it.
A lot of the, aside from like Kane Hodder and some of the Jasons, most of the other cast members are not that bad for autographs. Yeah, you'll usually be able to get them for around 30.
Yeah, that's still crazy to me though.
Yeah, it is.
I just noticed all your background.
Bill Helsing twist here that he's the bad guy. Dracula's the good guy.
It's a fun little movie. Maybe a bit cheesy for some people, but
it's totally cheesy. Not even just. It's more than a bit.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah, I like these films.
It's not like you got to pay a bunch of money if you really want to watch it. And
I'd put these higher than the Scary Movie sequels after 3.
I agree. And for less than an hour and a half, it's not like you're wasting too much time if you end up not liking it.
Yeah.
You guys can also check out Wacko, which is on Blu-ray from Vinegar Syndrome. That's another parody movie that got a Blu-ray release a while back. That one kind of slasher parody more.
Is that Pandemonium that Vinegar Syndrome released? Is that kind of a spoof movie too? You know what I'm talking about?
Let me see, because there's a couple movies under
Vinegar Syndrome released it.
Pandemonium. Oh, yes, I know which one you mean. Yeah, that's kind of that one was a little more rare. Not rare, really, but it's not talked about as much. But yeah, that was Carol Kane is in that, so she steals the show. It's not a great movie, but yeah, if you're knocking some of these out, it's worth seeing. They all kind of came within a few years of each other, and I'm trying to remember. I thought I remember that one. That one was oh shit, no, never mind. That one was PG too. I thought that one had a little more of an edge to it.
Yeah, I got figure out what I'm going to get the next sale. I mean, I got it.
The next sale.
Yeah. I have
Vinegar Syndrome sends me screeners, but it's gotten to a point where I never know what I'm going to get, so it's I never know what to prepare for. I still have to get a couple things from them that I don't have, but
There's a few things that I was waiting, like the Homegrown Horrors and Television Terrors. I'm going to wait till the next sale on them.
they should be, they should be on sale at that point.
And whenever part 2 of the volume 2 comes out of that, I'm going to pick that up.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Still got to dig into this.
That director actually, another Code Red's putting out a Blu-ray, Guyana, which is basically like their Jim Jones movie. That Cardona also did.
Yeah.
Jonestown, Jim.
Yeah. Doesn't go totally by that story from what I remember, but there's also Sacrament if you want to see a little
That's
more.
a good movie.
Yeah.
Ty West, what is up with him, man? He ain't done nothing since In the Valley of Violence.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's still around.
He's done a lot of TV when last I looked.
He kind of felt like he was destined for some bigger things at one point, but
You would think A24 would love him.
yeah, I don't know what it's up with TV that I don't watch any of it really. So I did watch Wayward Pines. That was decent, but yeah, I don't know. He just seemed like he was going to do a lot more studio stuff. I mean, he had a progression. I mean, House of the Devil was always very well regarded in the horror community, but yeah. Well, he does have something in pre-production. Let's see.
Is it X?
Yeah, it's just called X, and there's nothing about it. Maya Goth is in it. Oh, it's an A24 title, so there you go. That maybe that'll be his big breakout.
It's the guy with the s'mores, guys.
Well,
Oh,
what's up, Corey?
Got my s'mores indoors struggling today.
I was gonna say we have two Corys in the chat, so it's confusing. How's it going? I won't announce anything for you, Corey, but I am very excited for a show coming down the line for S'mores Indoors.
It's not been released yet to the public.
I don't know that he said anything publicly, so I won't spoil it for him. But let's see. I'm pretty yeah, he would have.
I know he released the 9/11 to the public, that show, but I don't think you're probably like happy excited about that one.
With the greatest day in American history? What are you talking about, Jeff? Come on.
Well, Slaughterport had a good run, but you know.
It should be a really interesting show, though.
Yeah, because it's one of those things, I think, no matter what, if you remember where you was.
Yeah.
What you were doing.
Yeah, I'm going to try and hop on that one because I have a somewhat unique 9/11 story. I think we have several New York-based people in the community because I've known people that were just like right there, basically. Who, man, the PTSD, goddamn.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know I know what you're talking about. I think.
Yeah, I put it in the private.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I'm amazed he was able to still get that. Actually, I kind of just assumed out of print.
I have no clue what it is, but
I will
Nobody talks
just
about it, but yeah.
I will just say it's a lot more entertaining than this F Boy Island that everybody's. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Corey's birthday is 9/11,
Oof.
Oh, damn.
and that was
Oh wow.
I assume pretty much
Birthday ruined.
canceled everything at that point. What were you doing, Officer Doofy?
reporting
Playing
to
with the
duty,
vac-
sir.
Feel he was just like watching the planes come in, the vacuum sucked up his sack.
I told you not to disturb me when I was cleaning my room.
I cannot fathom that he still does it, but I kicking myself. I didn't get the photo op with Sheridan as Officer Doofy. Oh,
He's gonna be at a convention close to me.
I can't help but laugh and think about that character. So many good ones.
Did y'all see the video like when start of the pandemic and there's people waiting in lines to like get in the store and he's like going through there telling them they're not far enough apart and stuff as Officer Doofy.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh man.
Hold on, I'll see if I can find it.
Fantastic.
that's awesome.
It's pretty funny.
He looks a lot different now. He actually did a parody movie. He was Rick Grimes in The Walking Deceased. I don't know if they call him Rick Grimes, but yeah.
Okay, I get you. Honestly, the scary movie sequels after 3 ruin any parody like that for me. I didn't care about superhero movie or any of that.
Yeah, dance movie, the 300 one they did, disaster movie. I mean, shit. The thing about a lot of those is they made money. There were a few of those that were #1 at the box office, and I remember thinking, like, God damn, what's going on here? The slow progression to Fast and Furious in space.
All right. Y'all ready for this?
Oh yeah, I don't know what this is. I've never seen this.
I'm excited.
Can y'all see it? Yeah, okay.
Might have to share audio. I don't know. He's got a measuring stick. That is awesome.
There's a longer.
Is that his YouTube channel? Does he just go around doing Doofy skits now?
No, that was a promo for one of the first. I think it was like Days and Dead Vegas or something. One of the first conventions during the pandemic that he was doing promo stuff for. I feel like the video is longer. There's the longer one. But yeah, I think that is on his YouTube channel. I think he's got his own like show.
I met him. He signed my Devil's Rejects poster, but goddamn, I regret not getting that photo up.
Oh, here's a longer one.
2.
No, Mackie.
Look at his
2
half
feet,
mustache.
Doofy 2020. Holy shit. My question is, how much bitching is there in the comments for this skit?
Oh,
There has got to be. I think it was Days of the Dead had that controversy with the guy that had the Robin Williams thing, like with the noose
Oh, God.
that he brought. This is awesome.
Damn.
He's trying to drink it now through the face shield. Wash your hands every 20 seconds. That's how well attended it probably was.
yeah.
What the heck?
Oh man, I just being in a casino and not knowing he's doing this,
Yeah, right.
that would be so fucking cool. Holy shit, I wish I were aware of some of this. I just assumed that character, I mean, never gonna happen again, sort of deal. But
yeah. I remember because the first one I seen was that first one I show y'all when he's out there at that Target or whatever. And he's got that board with 6 feet on it. He's measuring everybody. That is pretty funny.
yeah, he is. I kind of expected him to do a lot of big comedies after that. He never broke out like I thought he would.
Well, you know what they say in Tropic Thunder, you never go full.
There's a big list of movies now that
That one would definitely not happen today.
Well, it was.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
surprised it happened when it happened. Honestly,
That movie's so funny though.
Oh, it's probably more funny now. No fucking way though.
Yeah.
That stuff like that I really worry about because yeah, I think the one benefit at least of some of these cult movies is not a lot of people have seen them, particularly the ones that complain about everything. But Tropic Thunder, man, they have a hate on for that movie.
Yeah.
Hangover is another one because it uses a couple slurs in there that you wouldn't have now. Paging, doctor, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one though. It's a good one too.
Yeah.
That's why it's like comedy. You can't make a comedy today. I mean,
You can do a quirk. I mean, I'll see the occasional like quirky indie sort of dark comedy, but yeah, you can't do sex comedies anymore. You can't really do raunchy comedies anymore and make it work. And there was that trend for a while where it's like, okay, we can make Amy Schumer an Adam Sandler type, or it just doesn't. It's not the same. It doesn't work.
no.
And I don't think anybody saw it, but that last American Pie Girls Way they did, perfect example. It does not make sense.
It was
Women are a
awful.
little, women trying to, particularly good looking women that are trying to be awkward and get laid, and it's like they're on a mission to get laid. That's not real life. So it's hard to find the
Yeah.
comedy in it,
Yeah.
It was not well written, and that's
I haven't even.
most of those. Yeah, straight to video American Pie Present movies.
I'll tell you though,
This
The
is the worst.
girl.
some of those are actually pretty funny.
The first few were pretty funny. I remember.
Yeah,
There's
There's a
Naked
couple that were
Pie.
decently funny, but as an American Pie of the theatrical movie fans, they're
Mhm.
so subpar.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they still qualify though as like genuine sex comedies, which is a subgenre now that is basically dead.
Yeah,
Very true.
Yeah, then it's not coming back. We revisited them all on Flesh Wound actually last year, so I think those are video era shows, and we were surprised going back how much we enjoyed most of them, except the last one.
That last one is just it's the worst by far.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
I don't see any reason you'd want to bother. It's not the pursuit, Jamie. It's just they would be successful. You know what I mean? Like, particularly at that age, like a woman trying to get laid, that's going to be a very simple thing. High school boys. I mean, yeah. And even if they weren't good-looking girls, they wouldn't have any trouble getting laid.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
And the writing just plain wasn't funny, even putting that aside.
Yeah, no, it wasn't very good. It opens up like every American Pie movie with the awkward, getting busted. And then that was about it.
Is it on Netflix? I guess I'm gonna have to watch it now.
I would be surprised if you dug it. It's not the worst movie ever, but it's by far the worst American Pie movie.
I don't even know if I think I did finish it, but I had to really force myself to. I watched it on Netflix, I think,
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
6 months ago or whatever.
Yeah, the idea of dudes being dudes and trying to get laid now, it's you're not going to see it on the big screen for sure. So I always tell everybody the Porky's and joysticks and
comedy period suffers majorly from this type of culture, this type of mindset.
Yeah, Screwballs. I mean, there's Zapped. Those movies are just, you're never going to get them again, or at least not for many, many years. So that's too bad. I don't think this next generation's going to really have an American Pie or a Fast Times at Ridgemont High or an Animal House, whatever, wherever you kind of grew up. I think that tradition is kind of dead now, or even later, Van Wilder. We all had those movies, but Beach Balls, yes, that's a Corman title too. Yeah, there were a lot. Fraternity Vacation. It's so weird too, because if you go back and watch some of those sex comedies, they were actually fairly innocent. I mean, yeah, there were dudes trying to get laid and everything, but for the most part, they kind of learned something by the end, and it still got that, redemptive moment. I know, Animal House has some stuff that's a little rapey, but
Yeah, Porky's too. Or
Porky's, yeah.
they got the peephole in Porky's, right?
Yeah, but
Or is that Porky's too?
Oh, that's the first one.
Is the first one? I couldn't remember.
When he puts his dick through the hole in his shower, I think, and we all know that it's not something you do, but
Yeah.
it's funny as hell in a fucking movie. I'm not gonna. When she grabs his dick, yeah, that was. She just looks through and just grabs it. Kim Cattrall was in that. A lot of people forget.
Who was it?
Kim Cattrall. Porky's.
That's right. You're right. I knew her as a
women do have sex. I'm not saying that, Jamie. Like it's not in trouble for them.
Yeah, it's like they're not gonna have any problem if they want to get laid.
Yeah,
it's automatic.
A girl could literally in high school they could just say, "Hey, I want to get laid," and you will have like 50 guys rush them at the same time. Mm-hmm. That's not the same like in these movies. Jason Biggs' character, like you could buy that guy's having trouble making it happen. So I don't know. Again, I don't want to sound, but no, it doesn't work with women. Sex comedies don't really work with women. They just
they do it just not that type of sex comedy. Not in the sense that they can't get laid.
Yeah, not high school, like awkward school. It really just doesn't work. It's just not true to life.
Unless you make them really ugly.
Yeah, now you can do like Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids had sex comedy elements, and that was funny. So.
Yeah. That's one of the first ones I thought of.
Yeah,
but like you were saying that they'd have trouble getting laid, basically.
No,
women. Period.
No, yeah, there's 99% of women can get laid with
if they really want to.
Yeah, I'm not saying you can
Somebody
land Fabio necessarily, but you can get laid.
I don't know.
I think Dan just mentioned one of the more recent ones that was decent.
And that one doesn't even fully. It has sex comedy elements. A sex comedy, usually the goal, bunch of people with the goal to get laid. So really, Bridesmaids is not.
Does Blockers count?
Blockers, yeah, that's the goal.
That one was decent. I liked that. It was okay.
Yeah, it focuses more though on the parents trying to stop it.
Yeah.
So again, a little bit different than your traditional sex comedy. Sweetest thing. Yeah, that was Cameron Diaz, right? It's kind of marketed more as like a romantic comedy. From what I remember, I think Selma Blair might have been in that too, if I remember right. Yeah.
Jimmy says, "Sweetest thing is exactly the truth about girl group relationships."
Yeah, that was she was so big at that point, but I feel like not a lot of people really watched that movie.
Yeah, not a sex comedy, but while we're talking about movies, that'll never get made again. Did you ever see Soul Man?
Oh, Jesus Christ! See Thomas Howell. So we have an episode on that too, and Pugs, who for anybody that isn't aware, Flesh Wound features Pugs is Black. Because I told him like, no, we can't do Soul Man. Like forever, I was like, there's just no way we'll get in trouble. And we finally agreed to do it. And That movie's fucking hilarious.
It
but
is, but that would not happen today, man.
if you watch the whole movie, though, and I've always said this, they're making fun. I mean, they're making fun of how stupid C. Thomas Howell was, and it's not a mean-spirited movie. Like if you've never actually watched Soul Man with C. Thomas Howell and Ray Don Chong, who he actually married after that. That it's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
Do you know what it is, Jess? Have you ever heard of it?
Which one? I'm sorry.
Soul Man.
Yeah.
Not the Bernie Mac film though. Soul Man with C. Thomas Howell and
Yes.
James Earl Jones was in it, and yeah.
Oh, the 86 film? Maybe I don't.
Hold on,
Yeah, I
I'll put it in the
remember
private
that,
chat
like
because
I
I'm not
thought.
going to say what it's about here.
Oh, directed by Steve Miner.
Yep.
Did you see what it's about? You reading it?
Yeah, I'm reading it now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That definitely can't be done anymore.
Oh, there's like a dream sequence in that movie too that's just fucking it's so fucking funny. Because he when he has his in his disguise.
What a cast, though, man! Not just C.
Yeah.
Thomas Howell. You got Ray Don Chong. You got James Earl Jones, which you mentioned. Leslie Nielsen, James B.
Yeah.
Seeking.
Yeah, he's trying to hook up with Leslie Nielsen's daughter,
Julie Louis Dreyfus.
Oh yeah, she was in that. Yeah.
And many others. Well, several others.
I'll have to
Ronnie
revisit
Reagan.
Sweetest Thing sometime, Jamie.
I've never seen it, so I'm going to have to watch it. But it's got a killer. I mean, you got Jason Bateman, Thomas Jane, Christina Applegate, Cameron Diaz. Pretty good cast.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember liking it. I remember it not being what I thought.
Check it out. See, look, Quisha Maria. I've never heard of that.
I want to say I heard about it. I don't think I actually saw it though.
I think I've just known a LaQuisha. I don't know if I've seen the movie.
What is that song? The Trick Daddy?
Aisha's.
Yeah.
And then there's LaFonda.
Yeah. Freak the
got-
Leak.
Just jealous because I've been on the internet all day chatting with hot babes.
True story. So my older brother, I'll just be honest, his wife's not very bright. I don't know very much, but they're not going to see this.
They will when I send them the link.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't care
I'm
if
just
he
kidding.
sees it, but when my oldest niece, who's 17 now, she like real stone faced, like had no idea why it didn't make sense. Like when they were trying to pick out names for her, she eventually became Alexandra or Lexi. But her initial pick for a name was Shaniqua. And my brother and his wife are white. My brother looks a little different than me, blonde haired, skinny dude. And it's like, Corey, do you not see something that would be a little bit off about this? And I'm not kidding. It was like Corey, do you think Shaniqua makes sense? It was so funny. And I pushed for it. I was like, you should name her that. It would be fucking hilarious. In retrospect, yeah.
Is that a newer movie, LaQuisha? I don't know what it is.
I remember hearing about it, and it's fairly recent, isn't it, Ben? It's just one of those things I heard about, but maybe it slipped by me. Especially, like I said, comedies now, sometimes I don't even pay as much attention because I'm just not really expecting it to be anything that's going to make me laugh all that much.
Yeah. There hasn't been a good one in a while. Even like You could make like 40-year-old virgin today. And it's like one of
Ah.
my favorites.
There's probably a couple things in that I think that might get a little bit of a nose up to.
You
sure.
you might be okay with that one. I'm trying to remember something specific that would be like a no disqualified kind of thing in it.
Well, there's some stuff in there.
Yeah, it's been a little while. I might be forgetting something. I remember Kimberly Page's tit in that. That's one thing that I do remember. Yeah, I really do struggle. I mean, there's occasionally a comedy that might manage a couple chuckles, but as far as just like laughing until your sides hurt, I mean, that is so fucking rare now. I mean, just even this last 6 or 7 years, I'm really struggling. Hey, Andrew, what's up? Well, he's got a funny comedy avatar. That's Freddy Got Fingered, or no, wait, is that Road Trip? I can't tell. Road Trip was a big one for me.
I liked Road Trip.
Game Night.
I did see Game Night. Yeah, that was funny. Definitely not a sex comedy, but yeah, that was funny.
I think I still need to see that. It looked good from the trailer.
Yeah. I don't know if it was as good. I mean, that one was built up to me big for some reason, and I did go and see it in the theater, and I enjoyed it.
Freddy Got Fingered.
Yes. The sausage scene is pretty iconic.
I haven't seen that in forever.
In that one, I was overexcited about, I think, and I was disappointed.
You have to be in the right mood. I mean, that one is like extra stupid, but if you're in the right mood, it's.
And I liked Tom Green at the time a lot.
One of my favorite things in that movie is when the mom walks downstairs and Rip Torn. He's got like his pants around his ankles. Like, come on, fuck me.
Yeah.
Then they just show the kids being Eddie K. Thomas. I remember at the end of that movie where he was in that group home and he had like a beard the size of mine.
Yes.
He had been in there so long.
What's the one where he's like, they're going to Harvard or something?
Stealing Harvard. Is that?
That sounds it. That sounds right.
Yeah, I think that was like a PG-13. Yeah, there were a bunch of school ones. Accepted was another.
Jason Levis was in that.
Yeah.
With him. Was it PG-13?
Yeah, because I barely remember it. Tom Green probably should have held on to that MTV show a little longer rather than try to be a movie star, because it was over pretty quick, for him.
Yeah.
But I even think that would have ran its course pretty fast, the show. Which I loved. Again, at that time, I was a big Tom Green fan, defender.
I think if he had held on a little longer, like, I don't know, maybe he would have been able to do like Tom Green movies or Tom Green specials. I mean, he's doing okay. He does a podcast, and he did a Bigfoot movie not too long ago, like a Bigfoot comedy. So he's still around.
And he got to bang Drew Barrymore, so I don't feel too bad for him.
That is true. He talks about Drew Barrymore. I saw, Sex Drive. That's been a while, but yeah, that was funny. Seth Green.
I haven't seen that one.
Seth Green is an Amish dude.
I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, there's an unrated cut. Like something like Road Trip too. Unrated got to a point where it didn't mean anything, but there was a lot of extra nudity usually back in the day for like Road Trip and American Pie. The unrated versions, there was actually a difference.
Oh, Shannon Elizabeth.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah, I went to a stand-up show and it was Steve-O and Tom Green in Vegas. And
God.
I wasn't expecting Tom Green to be that fun. Stand-up, I was like, I don't know how I feel about him in terms of stand-up, but it was pretty good. His was like part stand-up, part like storytelling too. So, he talked briefly. I remember he referenced Drew Barrymore a couple times.
Nice.
Doesn't she do a talk show now?
I think she
Drew
might.
Barrymore?
May have been canceled already. Yeah, I know she did, because some people were making fun of it and said she was just terrible, and it was kind of a Chevy Chase situation. I suspect it doesn't exist anymore, but I think it was during the pandemic.
Not sure. Nice.
Let's see.
Ben says, yeah, Barrymore had one. He was on the gym every time he went.
Yeah, I've never watched it. Apparently, she did like a reunion with Tom Green on that though, which yeah, I think 2021 might have been the final. Yeah, Drew Barrymore show 2020 to 2021. So, oh well, no, actually, IMDb does not list 2021 as an end date, so maybe it's not gone yet. It's interesting.
What has she done? Has she done anything besides that lately?
She's made some good money producing, I know. Okay, Jamie said she's still doing her show. She bought the rights to Charlie's Angels at one point.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming even that last movie that nobody seemed to like, I'm assuming she probably got paid for that. Is it any good though, Jamie? I had heard that she just wasn't very good at it. Daytime TV's a challenging gig, more so than you'd think.
She came back for a romantic comedy in 2020. The first thing she had done in like 5 years.
She did one with Justin Long that I mean basically a romantic comedy, but it was
Going the Distance?
yeah, there you go. Yeah. I remember that was pretty funny.
She was in she directed Whip It with Elliot Page in it.
Oh yes, the roller derby. Yeah. There were a couple roller derby films around that time. I actually did commentary once for ladies roller derby. I had a friend that it was so weird too because it was so last minute, and I was like, I don't know much about it.
Do you guys remember that My Date with Drew movie?
Yeah, I remember that.
The documentary. The guy getting a date with Drew Barrymore.
I liked it.
Yeah, that's a weird.
It's weird, but I liked it.
I'm trying to see if that guy ever did anything else.
She rebounded fairly well. I mean, she had a period where she was pretty messed up from Hollywood, but she seemed to clean herself up pretty good.
Well, I mean, I guess when you've been in Hollywood since you were born, I'm sure it is rough for them kids that grow up like that because you probably don't have like a real normal childhood or life period.
I think for some too that you know, I mean, they were really popular, but then it was just like you grow up and then it's all over. Yeah, that's got to be tough to rebound from.
Drew had a horror or a tough one though.
Yeah,
For real. That aside, even
it's such
transition.
shitty. Yeah, the Britney Spears shit right now. Like, I don't personally give a shit about Britney Spears. I never did. But man, like, what an asshole dad right now. Holy
Well,
shit.
apparently he's going to give that up. Her sisters already gave hers up.
Yeah, because I mean, she's not. I mean, she might be, you know, a little off if she doesn't take her meds, but I
She
mean,
ain't
she's
any different than anybody else. You know what I mean?
no,
That
I
would
mean,
be in
she's
that.
not. Yeah, she's not like writing the end is nigh and blood on the walls or something where you can justify.
That's
Yeah,
all it's about.
yeah. And it's just so it's kind of sad to, you know, see a father doing that. Although I heard the mother's pretty shitty too.
Yeah,
So
this apparently her sister is too.
yeah,
Jamie.
they've all used her as a, as a cash cow. I can't fathom like, well, you have to do the Vegas shows, like you have to work. I mean,
Yeah.
goddamn.
Don't get any money.
Well, you guys have to blow me then.
Her sister would have been fine had she not got pregnant at 16.
Yeah, she had a didn't.
She had a show Zoe 101 on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I was not the biggest like fan of that era of music, but yeah, but I saw Jamie. Didn't she do movies too, or is that my imagination?
She might have after, but when she got pregnant, because she was at the peak on that show,
Hmm.
and she got pregnant during that show at like 16, so they had to cancel the show, and that kind of ruined her. I don't want to say ruined her career, but she didn't do much after that.
Oh, it looks like she's got a current TV show. Yeah, she might be in the midst of a, but she hasn't. She really hasn't done a whole lot.
No.
Yeah, Jonathan Brandis, Brad Renfro, Corey Haim. There's a massive body count out there for childhood stars. It's pretty sad.
Like Joe Drew, dark lipstick years. She did the same thing. Stop.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh yeah. I think most of us agree with that.
You know, and I never thought very like Drew Barrymore was that attractive. Really,
It's a
She's not a goddess. She's cute though.
Yeah.
Like I get it.
But
She's cute. Yeah, I mean she's not I don't know. I maybe it's
conventional hotness. Is that would that
Yeah,
be the
not-
appropriate way to
yeah, not conventional. I think part of it too, I mean, you got to remember she was able to make that transition. I mean, E.T., one of the biggest movies of the 80s. You know, she had quite a bit of success as a child star. So I don't want to ruin it for you, Ben, but there was a body double used in I know in Amy Fisher there was a body double for her. I don't remember Doppelganger if she used a body double.
Did she show anything in the first Poison Ivy?
Yeah, it was brief, if I remember
It
right.
was still some side.
Yeah, I was surprised
Tell
when they
me
put
that
that.
was a double.
I don't want to ruin it for you. Just let's see. You can always go to Mr. Skin. That's
is that a thing?
oh yeah, you're not aware of Mr. Skin's been around for
No.
Oh, dude, well over like close to
20
2
years.
decades. Yeah.
Yeah,
I actually
Yeah.
talked to the Mr. Skin on the radio. I called in Los Angeles, never thinking I'd get on.
oh nice.
It was the Tom Likas show. I don't know if anybody out there knows who that is.
I've heard the name. Wasn't that California, right?
He was in California.
Yeah.
And I listened to him on the way home from work, and I had caught the Mr. Skin thing like in the middle of it, and they had just talked about somebody, and I can't remember who, Misha Barton. And I wondered what they were talking about. So I called the number, and I was just going to ask the guy on the line what I had just missed. And he's like, just a second, what's your name? And gave him my name. And next thing I know, I'm on the air with Mr. Skin and Tom Likas.
Oh, that's awesome. I was on Loveline once.
Speaking of Mr. Skin, as soon as I get on there, there's a best of Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, like you go at like he'll give you time codes. Like here's 27 minutes for I believe this is Amy Fisher. Dig the quick look at Drew's left nipple, ass crack, and pubes as she gets banged by Joey Buttafuoco. Although it does appear to be a body double. Yeah. So it'll be, it's kind of funny. They don't do porn or anything. It's just nudity in mainstream movies. It's a couple books that Mr. Skin put out. And yeah.
Well, early on in the early days, that was really nice to have to find out like which movies, if stars ever did get nude or show a boob, and it slipped by, that movie slipped past you and you didn't know it.
When I first discovered IMDb, and goddamn do I miss their old school message boards. Like,
yeah,
that's how I'd like figure out if there's something I wanted to rent that, there was an actress that I wanted to see naked.
Oh yeah.
Basically.
Well, that's, I think some of the first just movie information, that's where I'd get it, would be like from IMDb.
Yeah. There were filmmakers. There was a lot of lost information that came when they erased all that shit. But yeah, no, it'd be like, why does Dan want to rent this Shakespearean costume drama? What? It'd be like, 24 minutes, 36 seconds. There's some bush. So.
Our son, the artist. Acting. Shoot.
And learned something new today.
Yeah. No, I'm amazed you didn't know Mr. Skin. Mr. Skin's a legend.
Jake's a little bit younger than us old farts. I didn't think too much though.
That is true.
Mr. Skin's over 20 years now.
Is it over 20 years?
All right, it's got to be damn close.
It's right around. I remember.
It's 22 years. It's the anniversary right now.
Good call, Dan.
Yeah, because I thought I remembered that he was around during like American Pie and that era.
Yeah.
There's a gag in some movie, and I can't place what it is yet, but this like guy has like $1 million ideas. Like, I want to start a website where we have time codes for when there's tits. And then it's like, so you want to be Mr. Skin? And he's like, fuck.
Oh, that was one of like the Apatow movies, wasn't it?
It might be. I can't place what movie it was, but I remember it was like, you mean like Mr. Skin?
Oh, yes.
So yeah, if you want to see, just type in an actress and Mr. Skin, and yeah.
Yeah, there you go, you perverts. Get all you want to see.
Well, now honestly, it's not really necessary. Just basically Google is your Mr. Skin.
Yeah, that is true.
There was a little, like, I wasn't always subscribed to it. I think I subscribed to it like once or twice. But it was still kind of like a fun site. There's humor. It's not, I don't know. It's not just about the nudity. He's actually has interviews with people that you'd be surprised that they would do an interview with somebody named Mr. Skin.
Yeah. That's right, Ben. That's right. It wasn't Apatow. It was Knocked Up.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't.
Because it was Paul Rudd. It was in my head.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I miss comedies.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd ever go back to movies, but that would be I think that would probably be like what I'd love to do. Maybe I'd do even over a horror movie, just make an old school sex comedy.
I mean, even when it's okay to do, it's comedy is to me probably one of the toughest types of movies or just material period to create.
It
I would
is.
say horror is because you got to
Oh, I
juggle
think horror
both.
is one of the easiest.
But you got to juggle comedy and suspense and
You do. I'm not saying you can make a good one. completely,
exactly.
but-
Well, I guess you couldn't. I mean, you can't make
But
a.
it's-
If you're working with an idiot, I would say with horror, you always have the option of throwing a lot of maybe poor, but at least ample gore and
yeah, that's what I was trying to get by.
Yeah.
and boobs and make it worse. I mean, the stuff I was in, none of it's good. But like Ghoulish Tales, at the very least, shit ton of nudity and ridiculous.
But you could make the
Yeah.
basics pretty cheap and still make a coherent film to where you got to be. Yeah, comedy's tricky. Any other genre to me would be is trickier as far as just trying to get made.
Yeah. And Ben, I'd have to say yes. I mean,
Yeah.
all the theatrical movies were hits.
All of them made almost $1 billion at the box office. So
I think
And
I
my-
saw most, if not all, in theaters. I might have missed the second one, but I know I got it right as soon as it came out on DVD.
And even the direct to video stuff, a lot of that did quite well. You know, that era, like you think, oh, it's direct to video, but they made bank.
Yeah.
well, that was like the heyday of direct to video,
Oh yeah.
early 2000s.
Yeah, they even like I remember Curse of Chucky when that came out, they were like, holy shit, this made a lot of money, you know, and they thought maybe we should have gone theatrical after all.
But that one they could have. But that was the thing. That was a well-made effing movie, in my opinion.
I liked Curse of Chucky.
I like Curse a lot.
I like Colt too. I like
No.
Colt a lot. See, everybody hates it. I loved it. I loved it.
To me, that ruined the franchise. That's the one.
Oh, come on, Seed of Chucky.
Seed
Don't
was the
even-
worst until that came
Okay.
along, but I could tolerate Seed a hell
Are
of a
you
lot
are
more.
you serious right now?
I hated the multiple Chuckies.
Oh.
I hated the body jumping. See,
What?
it started off, that movie opened, and I was like, oh, this is going to be great.
And it
And
was.
it was not.
It was great.
I have to be in a because when I first saw Seed of Chucky, I fucking hated it, and I don't know. I mean, it just I was like, this is just. I get they're going for just a full on satire, but it wasn't.
It's a
what I
midnight
wanted.
movie, as my friend Chris would call it. You know, your John
Yeah.
Waters type of movie, which he's in it.
No. I will never watch that movie again. It's that bad.
It's
Method Man's the
definitely
best
on the
part
low
about the
end.
whole movie.
oh god,
I was a little surprised to see them go that crazy with it because, I mean, Bride of Chucky was like kind of the right amount of crazy.
Pride was
I mean,
brilliant, and
you know.
especially at the time it came out, you
Yeah.
weren't
Yeah.
expecting that.
I mean, the more it goes on, there's a certain humor that comes from you've got a fucking doll running around.
Yeah.
At a certain point, yeah, but that was like where it just got too Freddy's Dead for me. It was like too much.
Freddy's Dead is a masterpiece. Okay.
I have a feeling, down the road it might be a couple months, but if we do the Chucky series or the
I know we're doing it. I don't know if we're doing a whole retrospective or not on the movies too, but I'm looking forward to it. I still don't know that it's going to work in the long haul as a TV show. That's my only concern. I think it'll be a case where like the first few episodes, everybody's going to love it and it's going to be the most awesome thing of all time. But then it's like,
how long can you drag that on?
yeah.
I agree with you, Ben.
It's
Yeah.
weak. I'm not saying it's a brilliant movie,
But if you
compared
think
to Cult,
Cult,
it's
no,
brilliant.
not even close.
It was my least favorite movie until Cult came along in the series. But I love Curse. I love Bride. The first two movies are the best. And
Mhm.
three's just a average Chucky
I
movie.
like 3. I don't like 1 that much, surprisingly.
Two might be a little better than one to me.
It
But
is.
there-
to me.
I do love one. I think one was fantastic, but I was there in '89 watching it when I could.
As a whole, it's a pretty solid franchise. I mean, when you look at other horror franchises that have had multiple movies at this point.
Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Hellraiser.
Hellraiser's got to be the worst, right?
No, actually, I wouldn't say that at all.
Of the big ones, I've never
Children-
watched past one.
Children of the Corn for me, because I think the first one's bad. I think it's
Oh, see,
nostalgia for people.
I love it. I love the first three. Children of the Corn.
3 I like a lot. But yeah,
I've watched them all.
Yeah, as a whole though, Hellraiser's weird because some of those most of those sequels didn't even start as a Hellraiser movie, so it's
Yeah.
always
I mean,
been complicated.
The first three are the only good ones.
Hmm.
See, I don't even know if I don't even really like the first one of those either. There's
I, like
where
the first, I think the second one's probably my favorite.
I think
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser 1 and 2 are masterpieces. After that, I mean, 3 is fun, but yeah, they're completely away from the source material at that point.
if you can only keep one,
I can only keep one.
to me that's easy.
Keep one? Oh, that's Cult of Chucky all the way.
No, it's Freddy's
No.
Dead.
No, it's Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. We are talking about.
Wow. We
So
all
that-
kept
That's
No,
the keep.
it's probably Freddy's Dead.
damn right. Well,
I don't get why everybody fucking hates it. I love Freddy's Dead. I'll die on that hill all day long.
I love it too.
Like I just don't. I mean, if you're gonna do Funny Freddy, you might as well do it 100%. And that's what they did.
Which, by the way, folks, here on Jake's channel, Slaughterport, we got a commentary of Freddy's Dead. Pretty fun.
Oh,
Check
yes.
it out.
Yes.
And hopefully we're gonna down the line complete the whole Nightmare movies. Right?
I'll schedule the next one here shortly.
From what I understand, I think you're going to get some news on Elm Street soon.
I hope,
Very
scared.
I hope it's the box set.
Oh no, I was talking.
A new
No,
movie.
remake.
Yeah, new movie.
Did
Well,
Craven's kids decide on something?
All I know is like it's getting close. Like anytime something's gonna,
Because they were taking submissions. It reverted back to his kids, the rights. And they were taking idea submissions, and I should submit some shit because
you're gonna get Elliot Page as Freddy Krueger. I'm calling it now.
we
I-
watch it.
we will not have none of this. It will be Robert Englund,
It's not gonna. That's not gonna happen.
and we're not going to call it A Nightmare on Elm Street.
I've got a concept for you. Elliot Page as Freddy Krueger, and then we CG in Ellen Page as Nancy.
There you go.
Boom.
Oh, I'll watch that.
Wow.
Then you're thinking. I think it's called Witchcraft.
I
Damn,
honestly
bro.
just leave it alone at this point. If you're not going to do it right and do a proper sequel, just leave it alone and
Yeah.
let it go at least till Robert's gone and I'm old. Or
No, Hellraiser Judgment. That's actually pretty good. It's very low budget and it shows a little bit in the locations, but Judgment was surprised. Paul Taylor did a good job as Pinhead, and
was
Yeah.
that the first one that
the last
New-
one.
New
Found
Pinhead?
the last one that
Oh.
I watched because I bought it, and it's the Great Value Hellraiser.
Hmm. Well, don't get it mixed up with Revelations. Revelations is terrible, but yeah, I like Judgment, and they
That's the one I
introduced a pretty cool side character that could kind of have his own movie. So
Yeah, Revelations was the one that was even cheaper than the last one you were talking about.
Revelations was the one that had the really dorky Pinhead, like
Is the first one without Brad? What's his
Doug
name?
Bradley.
Yeah, Doug
Doug
Bradley.
Yeah, Revelations was the first one. And they shot it just to retain the rights.
It was like
basically.
$350,000 budget.
It played in like one or maybe it
One
was
theater
two.
in Los
Yeah.
Angeles, I think.
One theater in LA, not even really advertised, but I guess, it had to technically be theatrical. And yeah, it shows. Judgment's low budget. And I mean, at this point, that is what it is. But I like Judgment. I mean, if you're compiling, the sad thing is it seems like a new start for the franchise, but there's not going to be any sequels now. Well, she's going to be governor though, so
That's true.
not going to have time.
Hey, if I was still in California, I'd vote for Caitlyn.
Yeah, that'll be that's going to be an interesting election. He might just hold on. I don't know. I get mixed.
Ma'am, Dan.
No, I'm talking Newsom.
Oh, okay.
Newsom.
Sorry.
Newsom might.
Can we
just
strike
hold
that
on.
and reverse it?
Yes, that was. Yes,
I apologize.
I said she with Caitlyn.
Okay.
I don't think they like Caitlyn Jenner enough though down there. I don't think she's gonna pull anything. Larry Elder, I guess, has a shot. Maybe.
I mean, Arnold was our governor for term and a half or whatever it was.
Yeah, California. Yeah, it's unusual.
California.
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't followed any like new polling on that or anything, so I'm not sure. Where I know a lot of people really fucking hate him right now, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I'm not there anymore, so it really doesn't have anything to do with me. So
Yeah. I kind of wish we had more interesting freak show candidates though, like because we had like Mary Carey ran, Robert Black, XPW and UEW alumni. He ran at one point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I will pimp that on the show. UEW is coming back if you're in the Los Angeles area. Oh, she did Ghost? Okay, I'm
I don't
behind.
even know what you're talking about.
oh yeah, I haven't been paying attention.
Yeah, I don't know. All I heard was like elder, whatever front runner means. I mean, sometimes you're the front runner and then you're you're gone in 2 weeks. So I don't know where things are at there right now. But yeah, I wish there's just more funny people running. When did Caitlyn leave the race? I didn't hear anything about that.
I wish there's more serious people running.
Sometimes you just have to fucking laugh. I think it's going to get to a point on both sides where you're just going to have like the most ridiculous candidates.
I think we're kind of already there, right? Though.
It's going to be like, I don't know. I feel like you're going to get like Kid Rock against Leonardo DiCaprio.
Hey,
just
honestly,
something.
some of the nuttiest options that have gotten in, while they may not been the greatest, they by far were not the worst to like be governor, or you got just people that you're surprised. Arnold's a big one. I mean,
I've always said, and I think everybody can agree, like they gotta like maybe consider an age limit. Like if there's any debate on whether you might die before your term is up, and that goes for everybody, not just Biden. Trump's too old too. Like, you gotta cap that.
there you go, Ben.
Baby.
Kid Rock 2024, man. Oh, The Rock.
I think
There you go. I take that too.
Rock versus Rock. The ultimate.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they team up as president and vice president.
There's an
I
action
would vote
movie
for
there.
that.
Terrorists like take over like the debate stage, and it's just like rock, just
The Rock is a nice guy, is the nicest dude. At least it was to me. And I think Kid Rock's pretty talented.
Well, he's too MAGA.
You may not like his music.
I like his
But
first album. That's
his,
about it.
He can play every instrument on stage.
I think his first rap album.
Just the rap album,
Yeah, man.
like
That
the old
Cowboy?
school or the one he
Yeah.
blew up with.
The one he blew up with.
No,
Was it Cowboy?
Yeah,
Devil
Bow with
Without
the
a
Bow.
Cause?
Devil without a
Yeah.
cause or something.
Yeah.
I remember the marketing for like Gladiator. They had like Bow with the Bow in the trailer for that, and I swear to God that contributed to its success because
Yeah.
I remember how badass everybody thought it was going to be.
There you go.
But who's the terrorist there? I don't know if Kid
Yeah.
Rock has the chops to.
Oh, dude, Joe Dirt. He played a great villain.
Yeah,
That's a classic.
maybe he storms the Capitol or something. I
There
see
you go.
that.
That's what he did.
I don't know if I can like see him like I don't know taking over like a nuke facility or anything like that, but he could.
No,
yeah.
you already nailed it. We're right. in that.
Well, he was definitely a candidate for that.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, just the big fight scene on the.
I'm in.
He gets rock bottom.
I produced this film.
He did. Yeah. He did.
Yeah. He's like throwing like I don't know, you could get like you could get like some hot actress to play AOC or something. I don't know, make that the love interest for The Rock and
I don't even want to respond to that one.
I've got a whole stupid movie now in my head.
Man's already got it written.
Just Rock throws her off the Capitol, and then good Rock has to like catch her midair. If you're gonna be, if we're gonna have Fast and the Furious with fucking dinosaurs, it's not that unrealistic at this point.
All right. Let's we're gonna cast AOC.
Oh,
But Batista is the heavy, like the main heavy for Kid Rock, and he's got like that fucking moose head thing. And you just make him like a sinister version of that character.
Eva Mendes.
She's a bit older though. Remember, AOC's younger than me, I think.
So Michelle Rodriguez might be a little too old now.
Yeah, like 45, I think now.
Who?
Yeah.
How old is AOC?
I want to say like 33, 34. I know she was like, not that she had planned to or anything. I know she was too young to run for president. Like, not that she really would have much of a chance, but I do remember somebody saying that. So she might be 35 now, maybe. I don't know.
Jennifer Lopez?
Well, she's like 53. I mean, she's 20 years older.
What about Naomi Scott?
Maybe.
As AOC.
I just want action roles for like all of them now.
Kid Rock.
Well, you'd have to cast Trump because he would still be president in that timeline. So
That's gonna be Alec Baldwin.
yeah,
You go ahead and give that to him.
yeah, Alec Baldwin in a fat suit.
Yeah.
And we got to make it real Jiminy Glick like fat suit.
Yeah.
Dan Heavy wears 6 minutes.
I'm
Hello.
trying to make
Day ends
everything
with
better.
a Y.
The hot Spanish boy. I don't know who that is.
I think I
Yeah.
remember her pictures, so yeah, that could work.
The girl from Knives Out. I haven't seen
Anna
that.
de Armas. I'd be good with that. Yeah.
All right. That works.
All right, we gotta go picture, fellas.
Well, we gotta go pitch this to Hollywood now.
I mean, I do it like alt history. Like, you got to have like some big battle shit. It can't just be stealing podiums and shitting on walls. It's got to, have a little more tension than that. But I'm trying not to just make Rock Gerard Butler in those Olympus movies, so.
White House down.
Yeah.
You ever watch Project Greenlight?
Yeah.
I'm just now. They got a new season 4 after like a decade or 15 years or whatever the last feast was.
This movie may heal the fucking nation at this point.
It might bring everybody together.
I
Look,
think so.
No politics, just make it really fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's just stupid funny. You know, we make fun of everybody, and
Yeah.
in a way, everybody comes together.
and you know what's weird about Mitch is I'm from Kentucky, and everybody I know, Democrat or Republican, hates Mitch McConnell, but somehow he still keeps getting reelected. I don't get it.
Money.
Like, he's universally hated in Kentucky, no
I
matter
like
what
money.
party.
Some people are entrenched after a while. It's hard to take them out.
Yeah, they should have term limits.
I don't know if anybody knows who John Murtha is, but I almost had a job with John Murtha at one point. Again, somebody like that when you're around forever, you're just so entrenched. It's hard to take anybody out.
Oh,
Republican or Democrat, it doesn't matter. It's just,
well, the person they had running against him wasn't the Democrat they had running against him was awful.
yeah.
So that was part of it.
Sometimes they don't really take a serious shot at taking somebody down.
No. So I just wasted my votes this year for independence.
I'm I'm kind of like third party now. I think firmly third party now because I just don't like anybody or anything that's going on. So
Yeah,
No.
I'm nonpartisan in that sense.
Yeah, I know I get the you're throwing your vote away comment a lot, but I'm like, well, if I keep thinking like that, then that means nothing's ever really
We're never going to change it.
Yeah.
We need to get away from the two-party system thinking.
Yeah.
Vote for the best candidate for the job, not your party.
But
Which
that's
is
never gonna happen.
No, it won't.
Maybe why Caitlyn jumped out because she's getting ready to be president.
There you go. 2024, right?
Yeah. Oh God, I just hope that whatever happens, that's not going to be the fucking nightmare.
I hope. I just hope Trump doesn't try to run for re-election.
I'm 50-50. I think I think he will, only because it's kind of like his meat and potatoes now. I mean, there's money to be made in doing it. So
But how does that work? Because this has never happened before. Like, that's never happened before. Somebody loses their second term and runs again in the next term. Right?
It's been and I should know. I used
one of
to
the
be,
Adams.
Yeah,
it's a split term to where
not in
there was a
modern
president in
history.
between them.
Yeah. Fuck. I should know that. That's terrible. I used to be really good at history, but
Me too, especially with the presidents.
But I mean, here's the thing, like, just as far as where I see things going, Biden's going to be, who the hell knows? It's still a long time, but I think he's going to be vulnerable. So my whole thing is, if Trump does run, I don't think it's impossible that he might win.
Oh, God.
Was it Teddy Corey?
I don't want that, but I mean, it's not. I don't see it as being impossible that he might win, and then it's just going to be fucking. And I mean, it's chaos right now too. So I don't know. Maybe that's just the way it is now, but yeah, I just don't know. His personality is so big, and I just think if he's in that primary, he's gonna. Yeah, Ben, because everybody always will switch at the last minute because they just think oh well, fuck, I gotta stop Hillary or I've got to stop Trump, and they just they don't vote for the best candidate.
Grover Cleveland.
Okay, there you go.
Whoa.
He served as the 22nd and the 24th president of the United States.
I mean, I hope he doesn't, Jamie, but He's probably gonna do the primaries.
I would say more likely than no. Yeah, I'm not necessarily saying he gets the nomination, but I think he's going to try. I mean, I look at it from his perspective. Why wouldn't you? At this point, I mean, there's money to be
Nothing
made.
to lose.
Yeah, I mean,
I think it would be fantastic.
I mean, on the one side, his stake says the comedy
Yes.
value
I mean,
is there.
it's just fantastic.
I mean, everything's on fire, and you know, at least you have laughs, I guess. Yeah, I just don't know. Again, it's weird now because it's like the personality factors into it. It's that personality or just somebody the same fucking, you know, Biden that's been around forever.
I just want somebody who is smart.
I mean, everybody's convinced
Good luck.
DeSantis, but I don't know. Usually a front runner this early is not. That changes. I don't know. And it depends where things are with the pandemic at that point too. You know, if the election were this year, I mean, I think it's going to be a pretty big massacre, to be perfectly honest, but a lot can happen. So I don't know. We'll see.
We shall see. All right.
Well,
Pull it.
Yeah, no, so a lot can change, and that's true. The midterms, you know, that's probably gonna just traditionally that's gonna favor the Republicans, but we'll see where we are in 2024. Just give me one freak show to at least make it entertaining. But then they get like knocked out. I just want somebody in the debates that The Rock would be perfect. It doesn't matter what your name is.
That's why I want The Rock debating and just cutting promos and everybody.
Yeah. Oh,
I can work with that.
What a world
Biden.
we live in.
you Rudy Poo, nobody knows if you're dead or alive. It's just I don't do a good Rock, but
That would be The Rock as the president. I'd be okay with that. Really,
it wouldn't shock me one bit. Like
No,
I was
If
talking-
Trump can be president, then
yeah.
anybody can be president.
Well, that's how it should be. Anybody could be president. That's the
I
thing.
don't think that's how
I'm
it
tired of
should
career
be.
politicians.
You have to have money, though. I mean, that's the one constant. You do.
I
have
like
to-
money.
Yeah, but Rock's a super successful businessman. I mean, he's producer. I think he's qualified to be president right now. No,
No.
and I think some people should consider that a little experience is a good thing. But you know,
All right, Jamie, I'll write you in 2024.
I don't know. In the community, President's Steak might be interesting.
Oh God.
I would. At this point, I'd vote for steak sauce, of course. He'd be much better than most of my options have been. So
Oh,
anyway, politics aside, happy
Yeah.
Saturday the 14th, everybody, and happy Friday the 13th weekend.
yes.
Ew.
Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys.
I'm
Are you ready for your show tomorrow, Jim?
no, I'm never ready. Yeah, no, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Who's all gonna be there? Do you know?
Scheduled on the show tomorrow night on the Horror Rumble on cable channel 11. We've got Jake from the Slaughterport channel right here. We've got Steak Sauce from Off the Grill. We've got Jay the Stingray, who was here earlier. We've got Jamie, who's in the chat from Jamie Hart and Region Free. And we've got Orc.
I might be recording tomorrow. If I'm not, I will hop on. It'll just depend how that times out because no idea. I'm doing pre-recordings, so we'll see.
So, are we doing all of them, Freddy versus Jason included, or everything but Freddy versus Jason?
My mic was off. I was going off. Yes, we're doing Freddy versus Jason.
Okay.
It's the franchise, and we wouldn't be doing the remake if I had a choice. But we'll bring that up. Whether how long we talk about them, that just depends on.
I can't believe you don't like the remake. I really cannot believe you don't like it.
I find it unnecessary. It's not as bad as the remake, but to me, I just ask why.
Well, I mean, I say that about Halloween 2018 too.
I do too.
But I still enjoy it to a certain point.
I enjoy it more than the Rob Zombie ones for sure. I just wish there's always things I wish they would have just done. I hate the title right off the bat. There's now 3. We've talked about this before. 3 Halloween movies with just the name Halloween. So you end up calling it Halloween 2018, which is stupider, more stupid than if you called it Halloween Returns or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, see that then it turns me off right away, which takes a big chunk out of their grade when I go to it.
I mean, that don't bother me as much. Like me, it's the whole she's bringing Jamie Lee back, but she's some psycho that's.
She's not Laurie Strode, as Lauren puts it. I think he thinks even in H2O she was a much better. That was Laurie Strode 20 years later, more than this is Laurie Strode 40 years after the original.
Yeah, I get that. I have more enthusiasm for Halloween Kills at the very least being entertaining.
I just want to see a body count.
Well, I think you're going to get that no matter what, from what I understand.
That's cool, and I'm fine with that. And there was some entertaining stuff in the last one.
Yeah,
my parents, my 73-year-old parents, they both enjoyed it, and my mom's that's her favorite. If there is a slasher movie, is the original Halloween.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of people that love it.
It the second watch it doesn't hold up very well. But it's not all bad. It's not the worst Halloween movie. I mean, I was the second. I will be honest. Like I liked it. Then that second watch, a little bit, a lot less. But
just the part where he's going through Haddonfield during Halloween and killing everybody in their house and stuff. I love that.
Oh, that did feel that felt like Halloween in the way they shot it. And
there was a lot, like the director, David something Green.
David Gordon Green.
Yeah, he had a lot of cool shots during that sequence.
Yeah, the vibe it gave, I thought, was fantastic. There's just a few things I would tweak. I want to get rid of the daughter character of Laurie, the mother, and I wouldn't have
get rid of Laurie altogether.
Well, that portrayal of Laurie. I mean, you could have worked something out where it was the grandmother, granddaughter. You don't have to mention the sequels, but don't blatantly say like they don't exist. Why'd you get rid of the family aspect? It would have made more sense for him to still be chasing her. I don't know.
But he's not chasing her in this.
Yeah, you're right.
Because he just kind of goes on a spree and she's kind of chasing him. And I guess if you want to call it fate.
That almost just made it worse for me. Thank you.
I'm more excited than Candyman, though. What I've heard about Candyman, if I weren't a movie reviewer, I borderline maybe not even go.
I hope it surprises us because I've heard nothing but bad things, read nothing but bad things, even what it's going to be about. And then I see the trailer and I'm like, that could be a Candyman movie. Solid. But you're right. I haven't heard anything good or read anything good.
They missed the point in what Candyman really is.
It's true.
But I do recommend Lauren's video on Candyman, because a lot of people don't fully understand the first Candyman. But I don't know. I don't even have any hope for dumb fun with Candyman. But we'll see. It's possible. We could be surprised. But
Yeah, maybe your expectations are set so low you'll find something to enjoy out of it.
I know a lot about the script and story though for it, so that's part of the thing. Like, there's some things that you're not going to like about it, but hey, maybe the good will overcome the bad.
I had no faith in Jordan Peele,
Yeah.
I like Get Out.
and that's it. That's where it stops for me. I hated Us. The Twilight thing was Twilight Zone. Whatever.
Oh,
they
that was
did.
what I saw of that was horrible. Now, I didn't watch every episode, obviously, but I watched, I think, 3, and they all sucked.
I don't
Yeah,
like.
I'm reviewing it, so I'll give it a fair shot too. But
Hopefully, it comes out on demand the next day or something, because I'm not going to theaters to see it.
yeah, I have A-list, so for me, it's kind of like, well, fuck it, I'll check it out. But
So that's my thing. Like, I got to be real selective because, well, I have a theater that's like 20 minutes from me, but it's shit.
mhm.
And like the closest big chain theater, the Malco, is like 45 minutes from me.
Oh, damn. Oh,
So
wow.
if I want
Yeah,
to go
that's
see
a big
something,
drive. Yeah.
Like,
Gas money for sure. Yeah.
yeah, and it's like $12. They're nice, fancy reclining.
I think most
Yes.
have to be that now. It's got to be hard for the older theaters now.
The one that's like 20 minutes from me, they got 4 screens. And it's just really shitty. Like the last thing I went and seen the Child's Play remake, and I had to leave halfway through it because the audio was so bad in the
Mhm.
theater. I couldn't hear nothing.
Oh, wow, that sucks. I hope you got a refund at least. Damn.
So so if I want to go see anything, it's like a 45-minute, or the drive-in, which is about the same,
Yeah.
but they're only open on Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah, I wish I had a drive-in that was closer. The one I would, well, used to be my yearly trip to Pennsylvania.
Mhm.
God damn, was it? It's just an amazing experience.
Is that the Mahoney drive-in?
But
The one?
no, this is Riverside, which I think is like within an hour of Mahoning.
Okay.
Yeah, but they do like an April drive-in fest, and over the past 3 or 4 years, pre-COVID, obviously. I mean, I saw Humanoids from the Deep that came up earlier. I've watched The Fog with an actual fog out in the air, which was
That'd be
fucking
cool.
amazing. Fucking amazing. So
I got to see last October at the drive-in. They played Evil Dead 1 and 2.
oh, nice.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the retro stuff. I'm seeing on Monday this Ted Bundy movie. It's a Fathom event. So I don't know anything much about it. Ted Bundy, American Boogeyman, I think it's called. So
I haven't heard of that.
for what I can tell, there's not much in the way of advertising. So I'm actually going to a different theater to see it. So
Ooh, Chad Michael Murray's playing Ted Bundy?
yep.
Heck yeah. I haven't
But-
seen him do anything in a while. Lynn Shay's in it too, as his mother.
I think it's just a one screening, one time, one day, and yeah. I booked it like a week ago and there was no other tickets sold. So I don't know. It might be one of those things where they even had it in like the big theater too, where
Really?
there's no way they're going to sell it out. Well, some Fathom events, depending where you are, do well. I went to a Mystery Science Theater thing at one that wasn't like sold out, but it was surprisingly full.
You're gonna have to let me know how this is. 'Cause I kind of want to
Yeah.
see it. I love true crime stuff.
Yeah, we'll definitely have a review of that going up, I'm sure. This is a big week for us because we have the Nightmare Christie interview, and then we're pre-recording a whole bunch of
Is
shit.
so that is like 100% happening?
Yeah. I mean, there's been communication. Nothing's changed as of now. I always say with interviews, there's always that chance, but yeah, 18th.
Is there a date on that?
Yeah, the link is up on YouTube for that one. I can't even remember the exact time for off the top of my head, but there is a show link on Flesh Wound Features. So
Capilla Drive-In 2, you still on here close.
Jamie, if I head down there, well, I mean, again, it probably won't be till April if I, still happening at this point, but yeah, I'll let you know.
Thank you, Jeff Green. I got my good posters right here, so you can't see them.
Well, this is definitely perfect for this weekend, especially. But it looks cool year round. Just what you got there.
Friday Shrine over here.
Love
I
it.
got Madman and Halloween 5 original one sheets up here.
Oh, sweet. The masks, are those from Anywhere Special?
No, I did them myself.
That's badass. That is pretty sweet. Part 5.
Part 5, yeah, this is my favorite.
Nice.
I bought some cheap blanks to like try my own, before I spent like $30 on an actual blank and mess it up to see how it'd work, and it ain't not too bad it's the first one I ever did.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I've got one signed, but it's not like a great replica, which I kind of regret. But I got it signed, and then at that point, I was like, I don't want to pay to restart getting my signatures on it. So
yeah, I would like to have busts like Christian has.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know where to look, I'll have to get a hold of him sometime, see where he gets his, but
Piz makes them, and there's
I know he
multiple.
makes masks. I'm talking like the bust.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. I know Piz paints masks. I like that Jason Goes to Hell bust that Christian has is awesome.
I have I have a lot of figures, but I have the globe that they did a while back, which kind of sucks because there's like a little bit. I mean, it's inside the globe, so you can't do anything about it. But there's like a little bit of paint coming off of the victim, which drives me fucking nuts. But it's still pretty rare now.
Yeah, I bought a lot of figures too, but I keep all mine. You can see them, some of them, but you can't see them too light. But I take almost all mine out.
Yeah, I'm in the small because apparently there's an echo when I try and do it in like my rec room. But yeah, I do kind of want to film in a different room, so I'm gonna have to play around with stuff.
I want to see everything you got.
As soon as I can like get a good like video, I mean, I can do it with my cell phone, I guess, or just go live, but it's just not gonna look great. So that's the only thing that's like holding me up. I just need somebody that knows what they're doing to actually film it and make it look good, because I know that'll be a video people will probably like quite a bit. So, but it'll happen at some point. And
above you on the shelves, like at the very top, are them all the Mecha Ultimate?
Yeah, I'm currently redoing some stuff because, like I said, it got to. I know it's not good, like the most popular thing, especially when you have a date over. But it's a pretty like big rec room outside of this door, and I've got shelves now that are like back to back, so it's like rows now basically. So it cuts off a little bit of space, but at the same time, I don't know. I like it.
Yeah.
It works for me. But yeah, once I get maybe I don't know, Hayden or somebody, if they're ever down here, they know how to shoot like a quality video. Just everything I try and do on my cell phone looks like shit, and it's a pain in the ass. So I don't know. We'll see.
I'm expecting that sometime.
Yeah. But Nightmare Christie should be interesting. I'm excited for that interview.
Yeah. She owns
Nightmare Toys
Toys.
in Nightmare Toys in Las Vegas, and I haven't really interacted with her, more Todd right now in Pugs, but she seems really nice, and yeah, should be a cool interview. I'm trying to get more interviews. There's like a huge one that I've tried for a while now, but I think we have a couple more lined up after that, so you can look for more interviews from us. Yeah, Ben. A lot of people have, yeah.
I have not. Where did I find this?
Well, I assume you mean Twitter. Well, she has an OnlyFans too, I know.
I'm not paying for that.
But Nightmare Christie on Twitter. Yeah.
Nightmare Christie on Twitter.
Nice.
Did she show pictures like Darcy?
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. See how they get away with this?
Twitter,
Do they not care?
technically it's against terms of services, but they don't enforce anything, I guess. Twitter's always been weird that way, because you can, I know if it's violence, it can get you.
Well, I'm looking at a bunch of ass and titties. So it must be okay.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not a big OnlyFans person, Ben.
Yeah, I'm not paying.
Just not my. Not really my thing. I know it's for more than just that, but
Okay. There's a vaginal now on Twitter.
a what?
There's a vag here.
Oh yeah, no, that's all over. If you follow, I mean, I've got it.
I didn't
A
know that.
lot of there's triple.
Oh my god, no, it's like spread out.
Yeah, no, you can. There's sex photos on Twitter.
Twitter don't care.
You can do whatever you want on Twitter. Follow like any adult star, and yeah, anything goes on Twitter.
That is odd. Like, this would never be on Facebook or anything.
No, Facebook. I'm not as I mean, I'm really at this point mostly just on Facebook for promotional purposes, and Messenger, because Messenger I use a lot just to talk to people. But I don't know. Facebook has gotten to the point where if you post anything like a meme that's just a little raunchy now, I don't bother, because there were a couple things. I've posted some memes where I'm like, yeah, I get that I got flagged for that one, but I don't know. They got a little too restrictive, so.
It's for some promotion and keeping in touch with some people around the.
Yeah.
Hold on. How the fuck do...
I'm surprised you just discovered this, Jake, because Twitter's always said.
No, I want you to see this.
No, I would
He's seen it.
He's probably seen it, but Jess, I want you to see it.
Well, what's her name again?
Hold on, I'll send it in the thing. I think.
Okay.
I think he's talking somebody else now, but.
No.
Hold on. Is this no? That's not it. Which
How many links are there? Jeez Louise.
I don't know. I don't know how to do it on there.
That's OnlyFans.
Oh
Wait.
my God, where's it at? I want you to see this fucking tweet.
So I
She's
should
all-
not click on these?
No, don't share. Okay, copy. There we go. That one, the
Okay.
one I just sent. That video. This is blows my mind that this does not get taken
Well-
down or reported.
As far as like, yeah, but it wouldn't be like I mean, nudity's like nothing. There's
penetration.
Yeah, but there's a lot worse than that. Not worse. I mean, I'm not, more power to them. But if you look at like some adult like stars, there's a lot worse. The only thing that will get you on Twitter, from what I understand, is like if it's like violent porn, like bondage type stuff, can get you taken down. But I've seen everything else on Twitter, like you name it, because I haven't been engaged on Twitter until the pandemic, really. So this was all like new. Todd was like, "Hey, make sure you follow all the porn stars," because I was like, "Well, I mean, if I know somebody personally, I might, but why would I?" He's like, "No, like Twitter, it's not Facebook. Like they, anything goes."
Wow.
So there you go.
my
Just
God.
raid my Facebook page, and I'm sure they're all, or my Twitter page. I'm sure anybody you want to see is on there.
I think we should just have a show where we look at all these pictures and read the comments. Baby girl, I'd love suck on your toes while we watch horror porn.
I've had friends. I was good friends with some suicide girls. I dated a suicide girl at one point. Some of the like messages that they get are like, there's creepy, and then there's like, yeah, like you said, just hello, can I suck your toes?
Like, OMG, effing hot. I wish I was that toy. I swear I do.
My, start with the toes work. Start with the toes. Work my way up to those big, beautiful eyes. I'll kiss that sexy foot goddess.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. I enjoy jacking off to your pics. Thanks.
Good God, that escalated quickly. Think I nutted a little.
It's always funny. Then like you'll click like some of the profiles, and it's like father of 3, and like
Want to bone you so bad.
This is gonna be my new favorite thing. Just reading the comments.
These are fantastic.
Oh, if you go to well, really any, not even just porn, even just like cosplay girls, or I don't even know, whatever the modern terms are. Like there's some like really like wild shit. That I knew one girl, and I've talked about this before because I don't fucking get it, but like that will like sell like her shoes or socks, and there's like
Underwear.
people, not even just
water.
that, just literally shoes, socks, and like there's dudes that'll pay like $100 for like a cheap pair of floppers that some girl wore. I don't understand it at all, but yeah. And even weirder shit. There was one like that would like collect stuff like that they sneezed on, like Kleenex or something. And I don't care. It can be the most beautiful woman in the world. I have zero desire to like own their shoes or their like snot rag. But
He'll tongue punch their fart box, but don't want to sniff those shoes. That's just weird.
That's just fucking weird.
That's fucking weird.
We hope you enjoyed the Saturday the 14th.
I was just gonna say on that note, I've got to get going. I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, I gotta get going too and let my dogs out. But
I'm too busy reading these comments. All right, just saying, go.
you can do a whole show on that.
Huh?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I can. I think I will.
just thanks for having me, man. This was fun. Saturday the 14th. I'll see
Cable
you
channel
tomorrow,
11.
Jake, and
Yeah.
hopefully
What time?
Dan. But I understand if you don't. We're I think 9 p.m. Central, so 10 p.m. Eastern. The Horror Rumble on Cable Channel 11, and then check out all our other content there. Well, there'll be more.
Dan Shine. What's going on? Flesh Wound.
Flesh Wound features, the Nightmare Christie interview will be a big one coming up this week. We got some Euro horror coming. Don't Breathe 2. It's going to be a busy week. I think we're going to have a lot.
Sweet. Everybody go check that out. Subscribe to these guys if you haven't yet. And until next time, peace out.